In the 90s, Playmates toys made the deepest line of Star Trek action figures in history. My name's Keith, and I'm a collector working towards owning all 284. I've been a Trek fan for almost 35 years, and most people are sick of me talking about it. But somehow I've convinced my old friend Mike to review them with me on Look at My Star Trek Toys! Wait for the whoosh!
Whoosh up!
What's up? Whoosh up! Oh no. I didn't remember we had that runner. No, it's true. You know what? You make your dreams come true if you just say it loud enough. That is really true. Welcome back to Look at My Star Trek Toys. And today we have a very cool unboxing of a rare box set that was gifted to us by one of our good friends and patrons, Colin Degen. But before we get into it, Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, Keith. We're ushering in. We're going to try some new things on the Star Trek Toys channel. We're stepping outside the very limited parameters that Keith establishes in the opening crawl. So we're going to probably, maybe I'll have some fun with your opening crawl, Keith, and put some slashes in it and just cut it.
No,
I don't know.
Gonna slash fiction my opening.
It's a cool Sunday. We're happy to be here doing an unboxing. It's been a while since we whipped out Toy Cam. We almost forgot how to do it, but yeah, man, I have. My camera has crapped the bed today too, so I'm using a B cam. We're making it work today, Keith, which is nice.
You mean always what everything we've ever done ever?
Popsicle sticks and Band-Aids.
pretty much. Okay, well here's what we are going to be opening today. Now, when I first received this, I thought, you know what? I'm never going to open this. Right? I should never take it out of the package. And it was so generously gifted by Colin Degen. But I was like, you know what? I'm not planning to resell this. This isn't my retirement. This is for you, the people who enjoy this, and for myself. So today we are going to be opening up the limited edition Amok Time double set here from 1999 in Playmates. Limited, according to our good friends at Wixaban, to only 3,000 of these made in the U.S. So it was a New Force Comics exclusive. What's up, Tux?
He wants to be part of the team.
It's a twin pack of Kirk and Spock in their Amok Time fighting to the death battle here. So if we go to Toy Cam, let's take a look here at the box. And here it is. This is the twin set. You can see this is number 2417, never been taken out of its package, but we're going to do that for you here today, right here. So I don't know what the New Force comics, I don't think I've worked with them, or I don't think I've ever checked out New Force comics. Playmates did a ton of stuff with Toy Fair exclusives. So this was coming out later in their line in 1999. So it comes with a cool background here for display if you want to do it that way. A lot of the twin packs had stuff like that. And here is the back. And we can see the two figures with the playset there. Mike, do you remember what happened in this episode?
I don't, Keith, but apparently if my recollection is to be matched to the reality of the box art, I believe this is when Spock and Kirk did an away mission to an episode of American Gladiators, which was huge in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
and they were doing what they called the joust.
And there might have been some Vulcan Ponfar fight to the death fun stuff there, which actually, as a Strange New Worlds person, you saw a flash of that here on Vulcan. So I don't know if the early 90s had typos in there, but I'll just sort of trust that they don't. But Spock was suffering from Ponfar. He's got to mate or die. That's how this works. It was like you in high school. Basically, you have to mate or you're going to die.
Oh, so that's some great little storytelling at the very bottom. For further information, contact Dr. Leonard McCoy, USS Enterprise Chief Medical Officer.
That's funny. And you can see also they're advertising two of their other, there we go, twin packs, one of which I have, and the other one of which I have the figures, but not the actual twin pack.
Does it come with the little diorama as well?
It does come with a little diorama. We are going to find out when we open this right here. I know I'm taking it out of the package, but that's what we're here for. So let me see if think one of them I cut the tape. I did. Okay, so let us open this up and see what's inside. I'm going to do this as carefully as I can to retain it in good condition. So here we go. Let's take out Kirk and Spock. Come on, let go. All right. So what's interesting about this is I mean, obviously they're great figures, but you have the diorama built in so that you can display it essentially as is on its own diorama display here.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll do that. Let's take out the figures first, and then we can get into it. So we have some, Shatner required himself to be off, have his shirt off or torn off at some point in most episodes of the original series. Less so later, because I wouldn't want it either. And here is Spock with his fighty sash. And I think that, so basically they took the regular figures that they had of these, and we swapped out a torso to be cut open here, and we swapped out this torso to add a Vulcan fighty sash, and then you're pretty good to go. Now, of course, because these are the twin pack figures, they are not numbered on the feet. The number is actually on the packaging, on the box itself. So there's no way to know what number it is if you just have the figure. So keeping the box is actually important, because that's how you know what number you have. And that's also how you can tell that it is a real figure and not a bootleg if it doesn't have a number, interestingly.
These weren't released in this state, though, as singies, were they?
No. The only way to get these two figures is in this twin pack. Now, if I can get these out without breaking our
Cudgel?
American Gladiators battle things here. Come on. Try to remember to both do this on camera without breaking it, without...
We gotta get you a box knife, buddy.
I don't trust it, man. It's too scary.
Are you just straight on the carpet here, buddy?
I put a blanket down over my desk.
I thought you were going old school, right on the floor style.
How you realize I'm on camera here, right?
I had a whole thing going on. Just let me be with this. It's Mike and Keith. Right. They're 9 years old.
Okay.
They're Indian style. Oh, I can't say it. Crisscross applesauce on the floor playing with toys. There
it is. Well, and here you go. It's pretty cool to have these have the weapons there. Look great on the display. You definitely need to have their just on the boxes say what I know somebody's screaming. It's a something is the weapon. I don't know what it's called. Let me see. If it's specified what it actually is. They're on Altair 6, we know that much. All right, well, whatever. So here are the figures itself. So let's take a look closely at them here on camera. This is the Spock head we've seen at a couple of other figures. All the way around. You can see the sash is molded on.
These are called Lirpas. Lirpas.
Lirpas. Okay. Well, here we go. There's me learning stuff. And so the sash is attached on in a hole there. So it's not molded as a single piece.
Oh, interesting. I definitely looked, from Toy Cam, like it could have been.
I'm surprised. And it also means that once you take it out of the box, you got to be real careful, because you're going to lose that sash instantly if you're playing with it as a kid.
Keith, as RuPaul would say, it could potentially sashay away.
We don't want to sashay away, for sure. And so we have... so Shatner is cut in two different ways at this moment here.
Chest day.
See what I mean? Yeah. It's cool. Actually, honestly, that... the little blood effect they have there is pretty effective. It's pretty cool.
Now, this was, like you said, Toy Fair exclusive, right? You didn't walk into Toys R Us and pick this up.
This was New Force Comics exclusive. And so you cannot get these outside of this twin pack box here. So the way it has a base. So you can actually, instead of getting communicator stands, you have your stand here on the base. Now, I'm a little bit interested in how this is supposed to work, because clearly this is built to be to fold in the diorama and have it be curved, right? But the box itself
Is
is
right angles.
It's right angles, and it's on it. It's complete. Were they intending for us to cut it out?
Wait,
And
flip
stick
it up.
it in there?
Flip it again. Looks like the bottom, no, all the way to the bottom. Other way.
There's no. So like, I don't know why they.
Can you put that piece right in?
You can put the piece right in, which is great. But I think, honestly, they planned to do that and then decided not to. Because
I think
there's
it's
no
the effect, right? The effect is that it looks like it's curved. Maybe
right,
not.
but you don't need to cut a piece out of this bottom here to have this curved effect if you're not going to use it. So I bet you they had the background as a separate piece. That was the plan. They realized that it wasn't. They changed their minds for whatever reason.
Yes, because if you go back to the back of the box and look at,
right, let's go back and do that.
it looks like there were stands for a holder. See?
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you can see it was designed to go in that rounded slot in there. And unless you cut it out, and there
Is there anything perforated?
you know what? It is designed to. Look, there's a tiny
scissor.
little scissor thing. So I guess the intent is you are supposed to cut that out. I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm taking it out of the box. I'm definitely not doing that.
Well, because if you cut it, it looks like you're going to lose the side panels.
You lose the sides, right, and you lose the bottom.
I like the dimensionality of it.
There you go. And it's built perfectly to stand up as itself as a unit. Just putting it in right there. So like that seems like the most logical way to do it. But if you wanted to do some scissors and cutting and paste, you could. Arts and crafts, right? So yeah.
You know, I'd be much more apt to cut the top off to have it kind of blend into the. I guess with the top though, you can put some drop lighting in if you wanted to really get fancy.
Yeah, I mean, it even has the cutout here, so you could put some light in there. Because there's no reason to have that cutout there structurally, right? There's no other reason to have that. So, interesting. What an interesting sort of design they had here. And it was a similar design on the other twin pack that I had there. But this one I'd never dared open because of the relative scarcity of these figures. This is really cool.
Yeah, that's so generous of Colin to send that our way.
Yes, Colin Degen, one of our great patrons, who shows up on the slide twice, because he's sent multiple amazing custom. And Colin is a terrific customizer as well as dealing with some of the regular figures. I believe he created your beaming quark, did he not?
He did, which is sitting right up there. In fact, I just was looking to put a new pot light underneath him because the pot light.
There you go.
Dying. You know,
as well
folks,
as the star of the Shatner School of Acting.
Yes, of course. That brings up a great point. Keith's running out of toys, and so we wanted to branch out and start opening Trek toys of different lines and different makes and different companies. And we are in the process of putting that little collection together. So if you would like to get your name on the slide and you don't want to be a patron, or you want to be a patron and contribute, you can reach out to lookatmystartrektoys@gmail.com. Keith will give you the P.O. box, also known as his address, and you can send us some figures. We'd be happy to review them and send them back. Or, of course, if you'd like to donate to the cause, Keith could put them in his hoard as well. But we're looking to branch the channel out, so any lines, be them old, be them new, if you got doubles or dupes,
Star Trek stuff. Yes, give us your extraneous Star Trek stuff that's taking up too much space in your basement, and your spouse is saying, "Get that the hell out of here."
Look at your stuff your wife didn't want you to have in the basement anymore.
Exactly. So, speaking of amazing patrons, maybe, Mike, why don't you introduce us to the people who have been patronizing our silly little company and introduce some of our new friends?
Oh, Keith, I can't wait to do so as soon as There we go.
There you go.
These are the few, Keith, starting the new year, I asked to get us over the $100 mark on a monthly basis, and you came through, friends. I'd like to welcome to the team new top-level donator, Frank Rinch. Rinch
sounds right.
Frank Rinch, who is awesome. We're so excited to have you. Welcome to the team. Also, Chelsea Anguished joining the patrons. Chesley, excuse me. Good friends call them Chelsea, but I'm gonna go with Chesley. Chesley Anguished.
But either way,
yes,
they're anguished.
So excited to have you. They are joining the illustrious company of Brian Kimber Beersock, Casey Clark, Jason Moe, Peter Bank, Joshua Cronin, Andrew Hayes, Jorge Novoa, and the mysterious, and that entire mysterious household dwarfs, Big O! Boot Shivs, Charles Babbage, Harry Pothead, CRM Productions, Nikolay Ivanovich Lobachevsky, Delusions at Noon, YouTube viewer, James, Hubbard Telescope, JD Makes, Colin Degen, Chris Mitchell, Pat, Joshua Cronin, JD, Lutz Kremer, and Wyatt Eldridge. Folks, I watch every episode of Deep Space Nine. I'm going to be watching some other stuff coming up on the channel. I'm not going to talk about it yet because it's not firmed up. Also, Keith and I are doing a new family picnic this month in February. We're picking a movie. I'm going to put a poll up on the channel so we can watch something together as a family. Folks, you can only get in on the ground floor if you go ahead to patreon.com/KNM and join the team. Thank you so much to those new guys. We appreciate it.
Definitely so. Okay, so we will see you back next week with something Star Trek, but not Playmates related. We're branching out. I'm going to show you something that's been behind me on the shelf for a very long time, but I haven't ever taken it out on the show. I'm excited to show you and Mike. Thank you so much for watching. Check out our other shows. We've reviewed Deep Space Nine. You don't want to miss it. Till then, this has been... Look at my Star Trek toys!
Oops. Whoosh out.